Hello, hello, aloha void. Hi. Okay, we're doing some more fan art today. Animatic art. That's what we're happening. Good words, Catherine. Good job, Katie. We are totally here. I'm totally ready to do this. I am not slightly delirious from drawing 4 days straight. And I've only just finished the line art of the entire animatic. No, I'm not slightly delirious and mad from that. Going crazy. Just not at all. Not at all. I'm good. I'm fine. I promise, guys. I promise this isn't going to absolutely destroy me. How's the music? Is it loud enough? Is it too quiet? Too loud? I think it's okay for now. That's what I usually put it as. But let me know, as always. Oh, I am so hyped to do this one today. It's going to be more fire. Obviously, it went well last time with the fire. I actually planned to post this drawing here. I'm going to show it right now. So this is what we did last time. I haven't actually posted on the Everend, which I should do right now. There we go. My microphone is working. That's good. I feel like I'm a bit unprepared today, but that's fine. It's fine. We're going to ignore it. So we did this one last time. And it took a long flipping time. I spent 4 hours on this one. Well, thank you, Hawkwing. Thank you so much. You know what? While I'm just intro chatting, we might as well just watch the time-lapse replay of this. I hope I don't have any weird reference. I don't think I do, actually. But yeah, this took 4 hours. And honestly, with this one, I tested out all the different new brushes that I had on that page actually before I started streaming. But anyway, if every single drawing in this animatic takes 4 hours, it's not gonna end well, guys, because this animatic has 90 drawings in it. I'm gonna be at this for the rest of my life if every single one takes 4 hours. What's that? How many hours is that? 4 times 90? Let's do some quick maths, aka get my calculator out. I could probably do that in my brain. So that is 360 hours. I think that goes divided by 24, doesn't it? Yeah, that's 15 days if I were to draw without breaks. That is 15 days if I were to draw 12 hours a day every single day. It would take 30 days, an entire month. 12 hours every day. And that's just drawing. So let's hope the rest of the animatic does not take 4 hours per thing. Yeah, exactly, that's so long. I've drawn I've been doing the line art pretty much non-stop for the last 4 days, and I've finally finished the line art like half an hour ago. So, fun times. This is such a big project, man. I'm so scared. I want to get this done very quickly, but it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Let's just get to the interesting part here, let's be honest. Literally half of this drawing is me fiddling around with fire. Look, half of this entire drawing, you see the progress bar at the top, is me getting the fire. But we decided, instead of using brushes, I just go for my own type of fire, which just takes so long to do. I'm going to be doing more fire today. Admittedly, I've already finished, like... I've finished 3 drawings already, so this is one of the 3. But the 3 that I've finished are incredibly simple. Incredibly simplified. It's like the last bit here where we start working with effects where it just suddenly all comes together in one go. And then I add a darker background, make it a bit more dreary, edit the colours a bit. But yeah, I'm a bit nervous with this project, I'm gonna be honest. It's so big. I don't have a month to give to this project. Well, I kind of do, but I don't really want to have to, because that's like all my time, and then that's it. I got no more time after that. So I kind of want to be able to do other stuff, you know, like play on the Pearl SMP and some other creative projects. But yeah, that's what we did. This is the drawing. Now I'm just going to quickly, and hope this doesn't crash my stream like it did last time, just quickly switch off that there so that you guys can't see the other frames, because they're coming together. They're coming together as pretty, yeah, they're quite recognizable now. Previously, it's probably quite hard to recognize the poses and everything. I just quickly scrolled through, but it's a little bit more recognizable now. I'm going to start colouring tomorrow. And colouring is so much fun. It's literally, I'm allowed to just switch off my brain and start colouring. And, oh, I don't know. I'll have to do the maths. It would be amazing if I could do all the base colour tomorrow. Like, one single base colour on every character. Like, I always colour out every character with their skin. colour in one just large lump, and then on top of that I do the other colours, but they won't have time for that tomorrow. So yeah, there's the hope. What we're doing today, we're doing more fire today, because we love fire, and some arrows and all that sort of stuff. So basically, the scene that this is, in case you can't recognise it, it's the tower that Scar, Grian, and Tango and Jimmy are on while they're enchanting. Bad time, bad place. I'm going to turn down the music just a little bit. It's a little bit loud in my ear. There we go. And so yeah, I'm gonna do this one today. I don't think it'll take as long as the previous one. The sketch obviously didn't take very long, but I've kind of got a couple of reference pictures, mainly for colour, because I don't think there's a single image that shows the composition that I'm looking for. And also, like, it's quite an ugly tower and an ugly platform, so I'm going to take some creative liberty here, I'm going to be honest. But, you know what, I'm just going to start. I'm going to start while I continue talking. Oh, also, just to make my life easier, I put together these 3 colour palettes here on the right side, where I previously had the Hermit's 1 colour palette. I already had this one for the... Hold on, can I draw this? Oh, hello. I've got a new brush set. Let's just ignore that. You know what that is, Hawkwing. You know exactly what that one is. Anyway, so I've got 3 new color palettes here, which is basically the color palettes of all the people that I need, which makes it so much easier that I don't need to hop through and buy every drawing that I've done of them and stuff. I spent a little time doing that. So yeah, with every single... Except for new brushes. It is so exciting. I also have I have moved these down now, but oh man, these nature brushes. Oh man, these nature brushes, they're so amazing. I feel like they're gonna really help streamline the process of making good backgrounds quickly. But anyway, yes. If we go down the list, like with every row, there's like 2 characters. So like the first row is, I think, Scar, and then next to it is Ren, and then below it is Tango, and more Ren, and below that is Impulse. Then the lifers, non-hermits, is Joel, next to it Scott, then we have Jimmy, next to it Big B, I think, and then we have Martin, next to it more Big B. And then with the hermits one we have Grian and Pearl, and then Cleo and B-Dubs, and then Mumbo and Etho. I know Mumbo's not in this animatic, but I just had this colour palette previously, so this is going to help me a lot. This is going to help me a lot with colours. But yeah, that's what I've been going to be fiddling with. Right, so the question is with this one. We have we have fire again, right? So what, do we go for a similar vein of, because this happened at the daytime again. I think we'll go for a similar vein of kind of like greyish blue skies we had in the previous drawing. Hi, Izimizzle. Hello, hello, hello. Go for a kind of greyish blue sky like we had in the previous one. Just texture that up a bit with this brush. That making it a lot more saturated. And what we want in the center is like where the flames are coming up. I don't know how fiery we want to make it. Probably pretty fiery. So my thought is that because we'll have a lot of colour in the centre, we'll just do a bit of, like, we'll make it lighter in the middle. Hello, I need a big brush. Make it lighter in the middle, and add, a bit too hard on the brush there. And we'll add like almost a, what's it called? It's not a silhouette, it is a vignette, thank you. That's the one. Hiya Ellie, welcome. This is the messiest background ever, obviously. Yep, this is going well. So I should also probably make sure that like the shape of the tower is reflected in the background, that kind of thing. The enchanting tower, it's where the enchantment table was. I didn't really know how to name it. So it's just it's where the enchantment table was at the time. Is there another name for the tower? Because then I'll change the stream name if there's an official name for it. Because honestly, when I was like coming up to think about names of the thing, I was like, what would it be called? The Red Velvet Keep? Trouble at the Yeah, that's the Red Velvet Keep, exactly. But like, specifically the tower on top of the Red Velvet Keep? I feel like this brush is acting way differently than I'm used to. I don't know why. It was both. Don't think it has a counter name. The Dripstone Trap. They were using it for a Dripstone Trap, true. It's like, yeah, we'll just stick with it for now. I'm not sure if I like the texture that this Spikey defense. Was that what Green called it? In that case, I will change the stream title name. Was it Spikey Defense? Trouble on top of Spikey Defense. Spikey? Spikey? Defense. There we go. Stream title. Updated. Oh, where's my pen? Put my pen to the side instead of on the iPad. I'm not sure what I'm thinking of, like, what this pen is doing, like, effect-wise. It's alright, I guess. It's adding a lot of chaos, which actually is probably what we're going for, let's be honest. We like chaos in this house. On this stream, we embrace the chaos. So I'm just wondering if I now just use a bit of a liquify and move it around a bit, just to make, like, try and figure out, like, even the background having a couple of swirls. Whether this is going to work out for me or not. Different sizes. Because I like the idea of maybe it being so high up that there's kind of like clouds forming around it, but also like the smoke pillar from below. Honestly, anyone else close to 10k? I think how many have we had now? Have we had two? Have we had two 10kers? I think someone else was definitely fairly close. It might have been Lemonade or something. Can't remember. Yeah. Am I overdoing this? Let's see what that looks like and then go back. Which do we prefer? 9.5. Oh, is Uvoid. Might make it this stream. Do we like the liquify? We'll figure out the liquify later if we want to keep it. It's going to be a lot quicker, this one, honestly, because I'm not going to be playing around with new brushes and trees for the first hour of the stream. I'm already ready to block in the colours, TBH. I think I'll just do the top part of the spiky fort, like I did in the sketch here. Honestly, this sketch isn't very helpful. I need to lower my brightness because it's currently incredibly bright. And my wow. My hand is very hot on the screen. Which also I'm going to put my drawing glove on for. Who else had serious dedication? Or who else held back on the hydrates? More thing from Twitter Discord because Twitter is a meme. I'm never really aware of what's happening on Twitter. I have a Twitter account, and I keep thinking I should post on there, but like, I honestly don't really want to be exposed to the weirdness of Twitter. And, so if you guys want to keep me up to date on what's happening, as long as it's not awfully toxic and horrible and negative, as it often is on that platform, let's be honest. Yeah. Maybe I should. 1k again. The grind begins. That's already a 10th of the way. It's actually quite quick up to 10k if you save it. If you save up for it. But what's been happening on Twitter? Heyo, General. No audio right now? Well, I'll say hi anyway. I'll say hi anyway. That's so annoying with like iPhones that the charger is in the same socket. I'm assuming that's your predicament. That's the charger is the like with the newer ones, the same socket as the headphones. And then you also need a weird adapter or very special headphones to be able to use it on your iPhone. It's so annoying. As soon as I had to purchase a new phone with that like addition to it, or we could even call it just a subtraction, because where's the flipping headphone socket gone? Why did you take it away, Apple? But anyway, yeah, I just immediately went on to Bluetooth headphones. And then I didn't buy the Apple Bluetooth headphones because I didn't like them. So, hard to you, Apple. Let's just see if this is centered nicely. No, I don't want reference. Centered drawing guide. Edit drawing guide. Symmetry. There we go. Now it's not. Now it's centered. Let's also switch off that assist. We're getting there. Shovel keeps her phone on full brightness. It just gets really hot if you have to do that, though. That's like the only reason I don't draw outside, is because you have to have your tablet on full brightness. I love drawing traditionally outside, but not digitally. Like, you have to have it on full brightness to be able to use it. And then A, it sucks the battery incredibly quickly, and B, like, the tablet just overheats and you're burning your hand, and I'm like, no, I have to rest my hand on this tablet screen so that I can flip and use it. But yeah. We'll have Spikey. Is this a circle? No, it shouldn't be a circle, should it? It should be a bit more like random, because that'll add to the spikiness when we add the spikes. Also, it'll make it cool to shade. Bum 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 bum. Do. I'm trying to see if I can find a color of the spikes. Good spike color. We've kind of got a light side and a dark side, don't we? Everyone's making it fun that Jimmy is a toy. Joel asked if someone could draw him holding Jimmy by the thread, and Jimmy's accidentally saying, like, there's a creeper in my boot or something like that. Or there's a snake in my boot. And I already seen some fan art to it, and I'm like, I kind of want to do it, but I really need to focus on the animatic right now, so no extra drawings from me, because otherwise I'll just be wasting time. Hello? I am doing this on the wrong layer. Difficult. Right, let's just do some spikes on the spiky fort. Spike. But I think that's really cute. Like, that's a really cute way to annoy Jimmy. Let's be honest, it's just everyone's goal on any kind of server that they're on with Jimmy, just to annoy him. But I also really like it if Jimmy is actually a toy and he doesn't know it, if that's like actually like a storyline. Because that would be, oh, that's adorable, thinking of Jimmy as a toy. Spikes, exactly, which is the spiky fort. Just a whole bunch of triangles, slightly uneven. It's almost like a mouth. Poor Jimmy, but we must make it canon. Exactly. Beat-ups on Twitter finding the hermit Twitter is hilarious. Okay, interesting. What beat-ups on Twitter finding the hermit Twitter? I saw like a couple of the tweets that you guys sent. Is that where B-Dubs was like, I don't understand what this person means, or what's up with this person, or what this person was saying? Underground dark hermit Twitter. Oh no, that's never good. It's like the panic. It's like the panic that the Tumblr went through when they found out Martin had a secret Tumblr account and was browsing the like Last Life back then Tumblr. There was panic going through the fandoms, like, oh my gosh, he's one of us. You can never tell which one he is. Okay, I know it's a dirt pillar, but we're gonna make it a wooden pillar. Why is like oak so green when you take it out of context? Is it just me, or I just grabbed a green pixel from it? No, it's still incredibly green. Green tinted. Maybe I'm just a massive fan of more reddish browns. Probably the case, actually. Right, we'll do the pillar. I feel like after the drawing from the last stream, colours are weird, definitely. I now understand how to do colouring again. And this might be a bit quicker than the last one. We're just going to assume that this was how the platform was built. Like one massive thing in the middle. Because honestly, in Minecraft, we've got to hydrate. I'm going to hydrate to that. Was that your first hydrate, Hawkwind? Because if so, welcome to the hydrators. Not as in hydrate haters, but hydra-hearters. Actually, I've decided I'm going to call them the hydra-hearters, aren't I? It was indeed. Well, welcome. Welcome to the club. Cult? What is it? I don't know. I didn't choose to make it. Nice to have you. Right. Do we want to try and make this look like it's a square pillar? Club cult, you choose, yeah. That's fair. Depends on the void. Is the void like the deity of the cult? I just need to figure out weird Minecraft builds. I'm gonna be honest, it's gonna be interesting. I plan to have like this empty area here where it doesn't look, I don't want it to look like a massive mushroom because that's currently what we're leaning towards right now. I love how I'm just making like a new layer for every single thing. We got it. The Abyss Void. I'm talking about the Abyss Void. Both? Are you not the Abyss? I feel like I've been cheated. Yeah, so this is at the start gonna look a lot like just a mushroom. A mushroom dance. Mushroom dance. I'm gonna also make the platform very... This is just a massive mushroom. Oh, I need to look past it. I need to look past it. I don't want it to... It's not gonna stay like this. We just need to bear in mind... I've leant forward, so you probably can't hear me as well. We just need to bear in mind that it's gonna have a weird in-between phase, this drawing, okay? Okay? we're just gonna have to deal with it for a bit. Bum, bum, bada, bada, bum, bum. So I haven't gotten around to... Actually, that's something that I could do while colouring. I could figure out, see if I could find more epidemic sound music that I enjoy listening to, and we could add it to the fantasy mix playlist that we listen to all the time. Mushroom and cake, perfect. A yummy combination. It's a very good combination. Oh, why? If you have a mushroom growing out of your cake, something has gone wrong. Something has gone horrifically wrong with your cake. I'm just gonna put it out there. This is just a mushroom. Oh, base or mushroom? No one can tell. Maybe I should make this a little bit skinnier. Does that make it look better? No, I don't know. I don't know. Trust the process. Made your newest nightmare. He accidentally replied to fake Scar. Like a fake Scar account. Come on, give me the... He's in too deep. Give me all the details, all the stuff that you guys have found, because obviously I'm not on Twitter myself. I'm not gonna find out about this until I see like screenshots of it posted on Pinterest or something. Posted on Pinterest. Or, you know, the Everyone Discord. That's the only way I find out about hermit tweets. Because I don't really want to spend time on Twitter. There's too many social media accounts out there. Social media websites, and I'm like, I'm gonna limit myself to Instagram and YouTube and Twitch. And I'm occasionally on Reddit as well. That's it. I spend too much time on the internet anyway. Ask for instructions. Oh dear. Is that how B-Dubs found out about it? Okay. So. I wonder if I just make it slightly more consistent. And that'll work? Just go with it. It just happens, just roll with it. I feel like I should be posting drawings on Twitter because those usually kind of get more... No. It's Twitter where most people like hang out usually. Instagram isn't as popular in that sort of sense, but I also don't fancy doing Twitter. B-Dubs and Impossible talking about... Oh dear. They found out! Next thing you'll know, B-Dubs discovers this wonderful little website called AO3. Then we're all doomed. Okay. I'm gonna start shading already. So the idea is, I think, to have like... Oh no. Oh dear. Yeah, imagine. Oh. That's like that for me. That is something incredibly weird. I'm gonna be honest. Like I would never want to. If there was like ever like fan fiction of myself, I'd never really want to look at it. Just out of fear of what might have occurred. So yeah. I guess you gotta distance yourself from it. That's incredibly dark. We'll make it more reddish. That's literally now the same color as the fort down below. Darn it. We'll figure out this background, this shading. I don't know. We'll figure out how to do shading somehow. It's getting too much color. Yeah, that's right. Blame more for getting into fanfic. Oh, who do I blame? I blame... I think... I blame Mumbo Jumbo for stealing Grian's soul. Because that literally got me into thinking like, okay, I bet there's some people that have done some sort of like cool soul trading thing about this on some sort of fanfic thing. And from there it just went downhill. That was over half a year ago. No, too dark. Or with capital V. I had a little phase like a couple of years ago. Many years ago, I'd say 10 years ago by now, where I stumbled into this app called Wattpad. And that kind of was something that I read every now and again. Okay, this is... I don't know how to shape this. I'm gonna be honest. If we kind of like make it more... I don't know. We could kind of make it like a banister. So we actually even erase it. I don't know. This is kind of like more... less of a detailed... supposed to be less of a detailed artwork than the others. So if we get that colour. What if this is like a fence? That's what Jimmy falls off of. This is my creative interpretation of whatever this structure is, let's be honest. Oop. Knock the microphone with my pen. That means it's too close to the drawing. I always have this dilemma of trying to get my microphone up and like close to my face so that you get the best audio. But at the same time, being able to see my tablet and being able to draw on my tablet without knocking it Because I have it propped up to save my poor gremlin posture. It almost feels like... Did I support anyone in Euros final yesterday? I don't watch sport. I do not watch sport, but I heard that the UK did alright. So, yay for them. Because, oh my gosh. I have like this thing about sport where I just don't enjoy watching it. I don't enjoy like the whole atmosphere. It's just people shouting at people with balls. And then I don't like shouty reporters and that kind of thing. It's just always too loud for me. Too much. Yeah, just too much. No likey. Don't like sport. Don't watch sport. Any kind of sport, nah. And then you've got other sport where it's not all shouty and stuff, and then that's just boring. That's just boring. So no, I didn't really. Stop beating up the microphone, I'm sorry. Sport is kind of boring. I'd much prefer to watch MCC, I'm gonna be honest. You got dragged into watching it? Yeah, I heard my dad was very happy about the results. He does love, it is football, right? Women's Euro? It is football, right? I think. Shows my knowledge. Which is 0. Previous colour in there. MCC is sport now, yeah. But that's just, then you've got, like, that's like having comedians do sport. That is hilarious. Like, people with actual personality. Sorry, that sounds really awful. I'm not saying that no sportsmen have personalities, but personalities that I vibe with, maybe? Like, humour that I vibe with? We'll say the next teams this week. Is that for wait, is that end of April? End of August already? But like, that's just the beginning of the month, no? Don't they usually have MCC in the last week? Isn't that the case? I'll do a bit of line art here in a bit. Once I've done some sort of basic shading. My thought with like shading the sides instead of the lower part is the flames are coming from below, so that means the lightest part will probably actually be the lower point of the tower. 20th of August. Oh, so actually not the last week of the month. Interesting. Isn't it, am I wrong in assuming? Do I remember that incorrectly? That it's the last week? Is that not the case? I thought that was what they usually did. They're rushing with teams. Okay. I honestly, it's probably such a massive task for Scott's Major, the poor guy, every month to try and come up with like a balanced set of 10 teams, each having 4 people, and then you've got all the people who want to be in MCC. Like, you can't have the same people in all the time. You kind of have to switch out with other people. Otherwise it becomes like some sort of elitist group where only the same people play every single time. So yeah, introducing new people, but at the same time having balanced teams, it's tricky. It's tricky. You can only be here for 5 minutes. Well, it's lovely to have you here for 5 minutes, Cucumber. All the same. I'm just currently placing random... Hello, that's the wrong colour. Placing random spikes. Oh, that's because it's on the wrong layer. Scar and Tubbo to team up. Is it because Tubbo at some point said Scar was... I saw like a highlight. Tubbo at some point said Scar is his favourite YouTuber. I think that would be an incredibly wholesome team if Tubbo wouldn't swear. It could be incredibly wholesome. These yeah. These things are weird as well. These dripstones. This is going to be another case of just try and throw as many fire effects on it as possible, just to make it look less weird. Scar wants to talk to him too. So cute. I feel like it's going to be the most wholesome thing in the world. You were really mad Illumina had to replace Event. Was there like a reason Illumina couldn't make it? Because I think it was last second, wasn't it? Does anyone know the reason? Was there some sort of emergency? I know someone like kept disconnecting at the start. Was that like Zeus? Jumped in for someone for the Blue Bats? Can we also appreciate Martin's first win while he had COVID? I didn't watch it live, but well, actually no, I watched when they won live because that's the only thing that I could catch. What shot am I drawing? Take a specific window. I'm shooting. I'm drawing the shot where I'm shooting, where the Tango, Jimmy, and oh, Good Cup win on his birthday. Has someone won on their birthday before? I think someone has, haven't they? They've been in the final on their birthday, but where you've got I honestly, hello, that's the eraser. Just knocked my microphone again. Martin had COVID last week, during MCC, and he actually won with COVID, and it was his first win. So we have Scar, Grian, Jimmy, and Tango up here, and they're being assaulted with arrows from everywhere, and like the tower's on fire and stuff. That's the frame that I'm drawing. People being surprised that Joel and Lizzie are married. Wow, well done, people. You guys are gonna have to give me a moment. I'm sweating into my chair right now. I'm gonna go and get a blanket throw that I can put over my chair where it's not too hot, because it's a very hot day in where I live at the moment. Give me a second. There we go. Here we go. It gives good luck. Yeah, it was. I tuned in to like the dodgeball because I was gonna. Who was I gonna watch? I was gonna either watch Scar, but I really liked Martin's team as well. Oh gosh, I can't even remember the teams. Oh no, I was thinking of also watching Joel because the vibes that Joel and I think he was in a team with Phil would have had. I think they'd have been quite fun. But I didn't even see any highlights from that. But yeah. I'm not going to draw the Scar bucket catch, I'm afraid. There's no time for that. There's not room in the animatic for it. Plus, I don't really know how I do it. I've seen people draw it, and there's like really epic drawings out there of like epic poses. I'm like, well, great, now I've got that in my brain. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. Oh, for Ellie's hot. I'm hot and Ellie's cold. Okay. Yeah. Well, I wish I could be cold again. I haven't been cold for so long. I really want to feel cold again. It's just too hot in summer. Don't deal well with heat. I've said this before. But, yeah, so Martin winning his first win was awesome. I tuned into the dodgeball. Couldn't see the rest of it, but I watched the entire stream the next day. Very good. Very, very good. Great vibes. I love how I just started out with like Quig and Eric going like, I used to watch you, Martin, when I was a kid. And Martin's like, great. Wonderful. Just imagine Scar jumping off the tower and jumping into the bucket as oh my gosh, as in like physically into the bucket. Like his feet are in the bucket. That's how he lands. I feel like these spikes are incredibly disproportionately large considering how big I plan to draw the characters. They're like bigger and as big as and bigger than the characters. Into the bucket. I've not seen anyone do that. It's not going to be a part of this animatic, so I'm realistically probably not going to draw it because by the time this animatic is finished, I'm probably going to be burnt out with the series. Throws bucket and jumps in. Yeah, that's how those MLGs work. Oh my gosh. I've seen like animations of, I guess, Dream doing it. He's very famous for doing it. They can be three blocks long, so taller than the characters. I'm just currently I keep thinking like, is this enough spikes? And then I think, there's never too many spikes, and I just continue drawing spikes. You know what this looks like now? This looks like an upside down spiky pizza, and all the tomato sauce has fallen off the pizza and onto the floor, and that's what the red velvet keep part of it is. And with those and with the red, like all the tomato sauce, there's been some of the spikes that have gone with it. And don't ask me what the thing in the middle is. Don't know. Don't know what the pole is in this situation. Oh, this is such a scuffed drawing. It's so scuffed. Maybe I should texture the wood somehow so it doesn't look like it. Oh, spikes for the win. You want pizza now? Oh, I haven't had pizza in so long. All the spikes. Spikes on the building, spikes on the floor, spikes on the people. Spikes on the people, spikes on the arrows. Spikes on the fire! Just like tiny, just like flames. And then on the flames you kind of got tiny spikes. Even more dangerous fire. Oh. Spikes everywhere! How many spikes do you want? Yes. Yes. I'm going to leave it at that for now. That pizza image cannot get out of my... cannot leave my mind. And that's real bad, but that's fine. But it did look like a dinosaur. That's what I thought. Oh, man. I hope I'm going to be able to save this. I mean, I like this part down here. This is a cool part. Oh, I don't know what to do. It was a monstrosity of a thing. Still is a monstrosity of a thing, let's be honest. Should I maybe not make it as flat? That's my thought. No, we're just gonna deal with it now. Some Minecraft builds are weird. I don't think many people have drawn this one. Thing on it just shows you how to brush your teeth. That's a weird. Is it like dentures? Yeah. 3D detailed mouth. If that's what a mouth and if for you looks like, I feel like your dentist is showing you a real weird mouth, my dude. That's not usually what mouths look like, in my experience. Right, let's just do a bit of shading then. Shading, lining. If it look better with lining. It always looks better with lining, let's be honest. I do need to make this darker, I think. Yeah, that'll be visible. Let's get rid of the sketch layer. This is fine. This is fine. It'll be much more appropriate when I say this is fine and there'll be flames surrounding it, engulfing it. I'm so sick of line arting, you guys have no idea. I've been line arting for the past 4 days, pretty much non-stop. I literally just, the only time that I stopped was either to eat, to sleep, or when I went, this is fine, yeah, exactly. Or when I literally drove to my friend's so that I could go sleep at her place whilst working on the animatic. Just have like a different scene. It was perfect because she was drawing as well. It was really chill atmosphere. But yeah. You could also get inputs on how I should draw certain characters, because some of them have gone through slight design changes. How I draw them, different hairstyles, different general stuff. Hiya, Orange! Put the fake scar tweet in the Discord, awesome. A clip of Exuma meowing. Is that when he played Stray? Someone gonna use that audio for weird purposes. My brother loves to trigger me with this like most masculine meow that he does. Must investigate. Did you all farewell? Well, you go do that, my dude. Have a good time. Have the inside be the darkest point because all the light is coming from the bottom, let's be honest. Goodbye, cucumber. Lovely to have you here for the 5 minutes. Hope you have a nice rest of your day. Well, textures. Well, I should probably have texted it before I started line arting, I guess. We gotta hydrate. We haven't start a chug. I'm gonna wait if we do this. Oh dear. 2. Didn't we do a chug like 2 streams ago? What do you mean I haven't done a chug in a while, 3? No, we had a chug last stream. We had a chug last stream, but you guys messed it up because I had an empty bottle. So the last worthwhile chug that we had was the absolutely awful one when I was sick. And you guys are monsters. I deemed you guys as monsters. Right, how many we've got? 1, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I've messed up again. I can't count. Still can't count. Hold on, I need to move the microphone to the side and tip of the screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's 10. It's 10. We're there. My water bottle's full. I can't believe it. There should have been more hydrates in between. Oh, right. Haven't been here during the chugs, of course. Well, the last few chugs, the chug before this one was a bit disappointing because the bottle was very empty. And then we had, what else did we have? We had the chug that almost broke me. Only die in Minecraft, well. Maybe I should just, if I'm playing Minecraft and I have to chug, then I just need to sit at the bottom of the water in Minecraft without like respiration and aqua affinity helmets until I've finished chugging. Like as soon as the 10, because I always stall in these kind of things, exactly like I'm doing now. Like the 10, as soon as the 10th hydrate comes in, I have to jump in the water wherever I am, unless I'm like in the nether, that would be hard. But yeah, until I've drunken, and otherwise I'll drown if I don't drink it quickly, because I'm stalling like I am now, and oh help. Oh help. Okay, let's go. Oh yeah. That's not fun. That was really not... I don't think I've had... My bottle was literally as full as it can be, minus 1 hydrate that I did earlier. I'm gotta be full now. Okay. Let me just... I need to take off my headphones. I'm fine. It's fine. I'm just gonna... Why do you guys want to break me every time? Congrats. Congrats on what? Oh, sorry, have I missed something? I'm not good now. Oh, Eddie's clip. Awesome. I'm not good. No, never good. Never good after chugging. Never happy. But you guys do it anyway. Why did I make this a thing? Why did I make this a thing? Oh, I'm not... This is not nice. I'm going to be burping for the next 30 minutes and it's going to be your fault, and I'm not going to try and mute for it because you guys get to suffer along with me. Let me hear... Sorry? You're not sorry. You're not sorry, Zimmer. You suggested it. You suggested it. I feel betrayed. Oh, nervous laughter. Do 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 do. Exuma destroying your name. I bet there's a lot of clips of Exuma destroying people's names, let's be honest. I wonder if I'm sure he can say Katie, right? He can say Katie. I don't usually chat in other people's chats. I'm usually very much a lurker. Unless it's someone that I know who's streaming. Like personally. But yeah, I'm not very interactive on oopsie. MLCU. Like almost trying to, it's like he's trying to say the alphabet like LMNOP. Okay. Right. What do I want to do? I might do a bit of shading around where the dudes are. Maybe some texture shading. Right. What kind of textures have we got? I think the ground. Roots. Is there anyone that butchers it worse than Exuma? Because I feel like he's well known for name butchering. That's a bit much. Is that too much? I just want to add a bit of intrigue here. Yeah, there's a little bit of texture there. It's probably not bad. Spelling failed you. I mean, I love how Exuma has trouble with names, but then he's got the most difficult to pronounce name in the world. He himself. I need to remember that I've put these brushes to very low opacity before I get frustrated with how they're not working. Exuma void. Exactly. I think I read a fic once. I'm going to put my headphones on again because it feels really weird to just listen to myself talk to an empty room without music in the background. There we go. I read a fic once where like the hermits had like some sort of memory wipe and they had no idea how to say Exuma's name, and not even Exuma knew how to say his name, and he's like, call me Void. I don't know. I don't know, honestly. So that was fun. Like that. Is that working? I feel like Elimiku is easier to say than Exuma, but then again, I have pronounced it fairly often and said it fairly often. Right, these are all very textury, but not very, like, what I'm looking for, I guess. You want to read that? Hold on, I can see if I can find the, which one it is. It was finished recently. I had it on my bookmarks. Let's just see. I've got incredibly I've got my drawing glove on it. It makes me on my mouse wheel incredibly slippy. Right, let's see. Scroll to the bottom. What would it be? Oh, it's The Coding Conundrum by Pixel Fun. It finished quite recently. It's been going on for a long time. Control C. Flipping. I did not press Control. Darn it! I'll paste it into the Everin Discord. For those interested. There we go. I'm really close. How am I supposed to say it then? If it's not Elimiku, I thought that was Elimiku. Have fun reading that. It's another really long one. There's like, I'm not going to spoil it, but there's like an incredible twist in the middle of it where I'm like, no way! Oh my gosh! Okay, that explains a lot. That explains why I haven't seen that character yet. And oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. There's a character missing, and then there's an explanation to why that character hasn't showed up in the thing yet. In the story yet. Yeah, this is alright. I'll tell you what, I'm just defaulting to my normal texture brush. Hard to explain your name. I have to... I don't know. at least I'm doing it alright enough for it to be acceptable. At least I'm not butchering it like Exuma. Exuma Void. Shashwami. Exuma. I don't know. I can't remember. Problems with the C. Elimiku? 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 Bye-bye, Zimmer. At least I'm pronouncing it okay. This is one weird pizza, right, guys? One weird mushroom, one weird pizza. Don't know what I'm doing. But honestly, have I ever known what I was doing? Just let's be frank here. Let's be frank. I have never known. I have never known what I'm doing. Self-taught artist. Don't know what's going on. Collecting how many people say your name just like me. I can't believe you remember, like, you've dragged that over. Right. Pizza's good. I might make pizza at some point this week. Hello, I need a different layer, clip and mask, and a multiply. A bit of thing shading. There we go. And then we make sure that there's like a very clear divider between the top and the lower part here. Line art! It is a long one, yeah. Yeah, over the past while I've kind of like been... Yeah. I skipped a couple parts until like... So there's you always swap between two. I don't want to spoil too much, but you kind of swap between two scenes of. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. And then like there's one group that I just didn't really want to read because I was like, oh no, I want to see the memory loss people, right? But then the other part got really interesting with that big reveal that I said. Me trying really hard to not spoil stuff. That I was like, oh flip, what have I been missing? Oh my gosh, this is amazing. So yeah. What I do need to do is just add a bit of line. Why is that so pink? I don't want to. Oh, hello. Hello. Oh, that's why that's so pink. It's on that layer. Oh, makes sense. Sent it to your Kindle. Wow. Longest you've read is 5k. No, I've read longer ones than that. I read one that had like 10k in one chapter and I was like, this is gonna take me a while, but oh my gosh, it was so good. Right, let's shade some spikes. Shade some spikes. I didn't know, by the way, you could send stuff like that to your Kindle. That's quite cool. I just read it on my iPad usually. But I guess if it's on your Kindle, then it's a lot easier to make it not look like you're reading fanfic. Because I always hate it if people like look over my shoulder while I'm reading. Because fanfic gets a bad rep. As soon as someone knows that you're kind of reading fanfic, they're like, oh, you weird person. So, yeah. Lose interest. Depending how good the writing is. And it also depends on how much time I have. If I'm like, okay, I just want to have like, just waste half an hour on this. And then I just don't read too longer things, right? It's usually just one shots then. Single chapter kind of things. Oh gosh, this is already an hour of work, guys. How am I so slow at drawing? Especially when I'm streaming, I feel like I'm incredibly slow. Which, I guess it means that when I'm not streaming, I'm a lot faster, I guess. So but that's why I don't stream every single drawing. Definitely isn't all weird. And some of it is just incredibly good. It's really good literature. There's weirder stuff that is actually published. And I find it... I'm the kind of person where I get very obsessed with like characters and fandoms and stuff, and sometimes I just don't have the energy to like delve into a new fandom. So I'm like, I don't really want to read that book because that's a whole new fandom that I don't really have the time to get obsessed with. So honestly, I just kind of want to read something where I already know the characters, I know their storyline and relationships with each other. So just, you know, see someone's different takes on it. Chuck them into an AU. See how these characters would interact that don't interact a lot. It's quite cool. Spikes. There are some really good, not weird ones. Oh, you need a translator for hard words. I guess that is a point. It's something that I never really realised because I'm an English speaker, obviously. But I was gonna say by birth, but you know, one of my first. On your acoustic guitar, A mol, C, F, and sometimes D mol, and E. I hate E. E is the worst chord ever. It's like there's, especially on the ukulele, I don't think it's that hard on the guitar. But oh, E is awful. I showed that last time. Doesn't sound quite right. Can't tell if it's you playing it wrong on trained ears or the site's being wrong. Any advice other than practice lol? Should we do a quick tangent? Hold on, let's have a look. Uku tabs, what do you have to say for yourself? Let me know if the stream goes off. Well, I can't really see it. It's screaming right now. I'm tabbed out. Give me a second. Uku tabs. That's the wrong one. Hello, website, please. Thank you. That's the right website. Never love an anchor. What does this one have to say for itself? Yeah, this one is also A mol, C, D. No D mol. It's got an E and F though. I don't know the song well enough to tell. If it sounds weird, maybe transpose it. Some websites let you do that, where you like shift it up a tone or down a tone. You're on Discord. I don't have Discord notifications on either because because I'm streaming. I'd have to listen to Never Love an Anchor more, but it says the same on your Uku tabs. Oh, hold on. There's a really cool app. What's it called? Have I got the app? Have I downloaded the app? I beat Minesweeper. Have I got the app? Hold on. Let me just... I know I'm just showing off my apps here. Chordify, yeah. It's called Chordify, where basically you've got 3 free songs a day that you can learn. And I probably shouldn't really be on it or play it. I need to wait for it to download anyway. But basically what it lets you do... I'm just going to quickly switch off AirServer for a bit. Just before it goes on. Don't ask me again. Go away. Don't care about your premium. Right. So basically, this is the app. I got this recommended by a friend. I think this is the one. I've got a couple of these kind of apps. So Chordify, you can look for any song anywhere if it exists as like a video on YouTube, because usually like songs that I want to play aren't really mainstream songs. So but there's only music YouTube videos of it, which is fine. Because you can search it here and you get 3 free songs every day. So you could literally, every day you could learn 3 songs. And there you go. You've got YouTube videos here and you can show, it shows which ones are codified. So I'm going to press on this, but I'm going to stop. Yeah. And basically you can play along to the song and you can choose if you want what kind of instrument you want. Because I play ukulele, I'd go for the ukulele. Don't play. No play. But basically, you can play the song down there. You've got the video in the corner, and you've got all the chords. They show you all the chords as it progresses, and you can play along to the song. Yikes! What's that? That's just as awful as an E. In fact, that is not an E. So maybe it's the E chord that is a bit weird. How many? Where's? And you can also well, if you get the premium version, you can also transpose it. Maybe it's the D. Now there's D and D a D minor. It might actually be the E then, so it said, because it says F major 7 here. So that might be why it sounds weird. But basically, yeah, I definitely recommend this app for that kind of thing. Anyway, back to business. It's quite good. Didn't know it existed until like a couple months ago when a friend showed it to me. Let's turn down that color for that size. Actually, I shouldn't be making the tip dark. I should be making the top darker. And just have a line arting the tip. He just said, no worries. Oh, I always get like really weird faces when I react to something audibly online. And like, well, if I'm at home, I don't usually hold back. If I find something genuinely funny, I laugh out loud. But then you've got my parents who like come by like, oh, what's so funny? I'm like, you wouldn't understand. It's block people. You had to be there. You had to get the in-jokes and everything. So many spikes. These spikes are getting so much more detail than anything else in this drawing, and I love it. Spikes are important. Is it worth having any spikes like in the drawing for... Nah, not in the drawing falling down. I don't think a lot of spikes fell. I don't think anyone was like really below it. Or they had really enough time to set up the trap. Oh, this is going to be just a really long time of drawing fire again, isn't it? Me just kind of slowly going insane whilst drawing the flames. But I don't think I'm going to make it as detailed as previously. Actually, there's blood on them. I guess you could kind of see it as that. It's more just the rock detail, how I'm envisioning it. Really dark blood. I need to be quicker at drawing if I'm ever going to finish this animatic. It's such a big project. I mean, the mental health players, so yeah. Even as like a deterrent or try to scare people off, just put some blood on there, even if it hasn't spiked anyone. Well, it probably hasn't spiked anyone, considering it is still levitating. Still hanging from the ceiling. The stalactites. Okay. Let's just do a bit of shading of this bit. Mask. Actually, before I do that, I'm just going to do a bit of texturing of this one. I think I'm just going to use good old faithful brush. Yeah, rather than look for anything really. I just imagine this like a tree stem. It's kind of looking more like a mushroom now. Oh, oopsie. Cheating in my... Right, I'm totally not. Okay. Oh, I need to multiply it. That would help. I've never played Minesweeper before. I don't actually really know how it works. Not really something I was ever interested in or looked up. Just a bit of texture. Wrong brush. There we go. Have I not? No, okay. Hello? Stop going on that layer, for goodness sake. Thank you. So, what kind of pattern do we want? Do we kind of, I think it might be just best to follow like a plank pattern. So vertical, horizontal strips, I guess. Because that'll be like the detailing we have here. Kind of also make it a bit easier to kind of show the shape of this tower. Discovered how to play it through Joe. There we go. Okay. Are we ready for some fire? I think we might be. Do we want to add some fire? Do we fancy a bit of, you know, arson here? In a digital drawing sense? Or a fan art of a block game? Nothing real, don't ban me Twitch. Yeah? Let's get some flames in here. Nice bright orange. And this brush. Is that a... Oh, dudes, is that a thing, Jigger? Picnic basket on fire? I always thought... I'm going to sound really stupid now. I always thought that was just a wall burning from two edges. No, it's a picnic basket on fire. Okay, wonderful. Had no idea. Right, so because the fire is going that way on the ranch, I'm going to have it going this way on this building because we have a little bit of variety. Okay. This is going to be a lot more vertical. Let's try and get those big shapes in there. I'm not really up for doing. Right, let's try. I'm not in the fire mood right now. I'll go behind the pillar, I guess. I'm just basically going to do exactly what I did last time. Just a couple shapes. And then fill out the shapes and then erase parts of the shapes. And then maybe move about a couple shapes. We like shapes in this house. Have a bit of fire down below as well. Oh, we need a front layer of fire. Otherwise it's only coming from the top there. Okay, we'll have to do 2 layers of fire then. That's fine. That's fine. I do want a couple of... Hello? That's the eraser. I do want a couple of like spouts of flame reaching the top. And kind of like setting the top on fire a little bit. But also at the same time I don't want to block the characters that will be in the thing. Sort of like that. Okay, that's going to be a lot of stuff covering of area, so we'll see what we erase. We'll have a look-see here. But then again, that's exactly what I said, right? I want actually quite a bit of it to be covered by like the empty space to be covered by fire, because otherwise, like I said, it'll just look like a mushroom. Some sort of weird mushroom poking out the floor. The tower is fire. It's lit. It be lit. You know what I'm kind of nervous about? The frame after this is what I'm nervous about. Do we want to put this fire below the spikes? I do not want a clipping mask. I'm going to put the fire below the spikes. And then we'll have like a front layer of fire, which will go in front of the cake fort, trifle, the red velvet keep. That's the one. It's interesting. What is the frame after this? The frame after this is Jimmy falling off of the keep into flames. So like you've got fire, looking at fire from above. I don't know if I've drawn something like that before. I feel like I have. But yeah, so basically you're looking at it from above. Jimmy falling down into fire. And I'm not quite sure how I want to do that digital painting wise yet. It's already incredibly samey. It's a weird shape to the fire. That one's kind of like behind the pillar. I'd rather it be fatter than it needs to be, because I'm going to be erasing, like I said. Get that fire erasure in here. Competition that nobody knows about, the most viewed clip. Okay. I didn't ever really look at the clips. I thought clips and highlights were the same thing for the longest time. So, apparently not. I found that out last stream. Okay. How are we thinking of the shape? I'm in love with the shape of you. Not really, not yet. It's not very good. TBH. So what we can do is some liquefy action. To make it kind of more like I don't know how to explain it. Whirly. Poor shape. It just wants to be loved. I'm overdoing this, aren't I? It looked way better before. Hold on, we'll just undo that. How do I don't know. I don't quite. I want to kind of have. Maybe I should fiddle around with the shape once I've got less in there. Wiggle fire. Wiggly boy. And have more detail. That'll probably be better. Right. You guys know what's next. Although maybe I should do the fire in front of the thing first. We kind of do all of it in like finish one complete step of the fire making process. I'm gonna be an expert at drawing fire after this animatic, I tell you. So much arson. I wonder if this like animatic drawing series, I'm seriously wondering if it's just gonna be me drawing fire and over again, because literally the frames that I feel like would lend well to animatic framing are literally all the fire frames. Kind of like how it's sitting like on the roof here. Right, let's do some erasing. This time I won't zoom in as much, so we don't get incredibly lost in details like we did last time. But try and stay as zoomed out as I am. Oh, that was so stupid. Being so zoomed in. I've just realised I've been using the wrong brush to do this with. And the wrong eraser. I'm just going to keep it. Get somewhere warm. Put some gloves on, my dude. How is it so cold? Being cold is not good. Not nice. There we go. You don't know? I mean, being that cold in summer as well. Unless I guess you live on the southern hemisphere, but I'm pretty sure you don't. guess it's not summer everywhere at the moment, kind of thing. I'm sorry if the commentary has taken back. I just have to concentrate a lot when doing this kind of thing. Shapes and stuff. Bum, bum, bum. I feel like I'm gonna be sick of drawing fire at the end of this animatic. I'm gonna be honest. 21 degrees? Oh, I wish it were 21 degrees where I am. I'm overheating. Not just because of the flames that I'm drawing. There we go. At least the fire isn't as big as it was on the ranch. Deactivate that layer. Bubba Void! That sounded really weird, like I said Bubba. I meant to say bye-bye. There we go. Kind of like that. Bubba. Bubba. Just killed him. Guess what song's been stuck in my head for the past forever? I bet you'll never guess. It totally has nothing to do with the animatic that I'm drawing. I've been running up that hill, stuck in my head for goodness knows how long. But that's always the case when I'm doing animatics. Head lives rent-free in my brain for a while. The head, the song. Also doesn't help that I have to replay it every now and again, just to see how the animatic's looking. Also, I said I was finished with the line art of the animatic. Slight lie. I haven't drawn the mobs yet. I have yet to draw mobs. And I don't really want to draw the mobs. So basically what I've done, I'll give you guys a bit of a sneak peek. What I have done so far. Wherever there's a frame with a mob in it, I have, just to make it look semi-finished, potentially pasted in the actual Minecraft mobs. Yeah. I'm gonna release a joke version of the animatic after it's released. It's like maybe a short or something where the frames with the mobs in it. It's just this. That's cursed, yeah. So because I've really every frame where there's been an animal in it, I'm like, I don't have the brain power right now. So yeah, that's me. I feel like we're going for the exact same color palette in this drawing as we did in the previous. I'm not being very original. Unless with this one we could make a bit of like more of a reddish sky maybe. And maybe what if I shift the hue? I like that. I like the idea of that. It kind of gives me like a feeling of the desert again. And since this is Scarring Green's Tower, you know, it's Desert Duo. I'm totally up for that. I'm totally up for going for that. Just to keep it different from the ranch drawing, because we don't want same vibes. We don't want same vibes in every drawing. The warden frame, oh yes, it started out with that warden frame. And then I realized I could do this with every mob frame. Wow. And then actually frames where I'd actually already drawn the mobs, I just put them in just for the joke version that I plan on doing. So even like there's a frame with like 3 allays flying through in the foreground. Yeah, now they're just 3 Minecraft allays. I did actually have a design for them and everything. I need to figure out a design for the warden. I have no clue, guys. I'm a bit lost when it comes to drawing creepy things. Well, I'm a bit lost generally when it comes to drawing animals. It takes a lot longer. And I don't think I have a distinctive style on how to draw animals yet, which is going to be interesting because we have a couple of OCs that are very animal-centric. Do 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 do. I love how just Jimmy and Tango were really at the wrong place, wrong time. Fluffy Warden? Fluffy? That's not very scary though, is it? Going this way with the why did I draw it going that way? I don't know. Fluffy Warden. What year is it? It is 2022. Have I missed a beat there? Have I missed something? Some sort of joke? Is my brain just too slow? Warden needs more cuteness. No. This Warden needs to be scary. Okay, it is the Rancher's Revenge, which people seem to be just saying is Jimmy and Tango's son. For some reason. But it still needs to be really flippin' freaky. In fact, I need to draw like 2 Wardens. One and then allude to one in like the shadows. And then I need to draw a Warden Shriek. All the Warden stuff. All the Warden stuff to be drawn. This is a very big block of fire here. We're gonna, Fluff is a cat without fur. Well, the question is, I mean, you could make Fluff look terrifying. Like fur, like coily fur. Like you'd have in like a, I don't know, like a werewolf, right? Werewolves look terrifying, but they're still furry and fluffy. Yeah, it's just a question. Or you could make it slimy because it is made of skulk and slimy and icky and disgusting. So it's like I haven't really decided yet. Or scaly. I haven't seen I might have to look at some artist depictions just to get a bit of inspiration. I haven't seen someone draw a fluffy one, to be fair. Have that kind of design in there. So it might actually be something that I consider just to be a bit different. Bum 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 bum. Cute doggo Ren, very I mean, question. Did Ren always have dog ears on his skin? Because I don't think he did he? Because it's always one of those things, like, very much, and I find this very much with fanfic authors. They try to make every single character a hybrid. And okay, honestly, for Rendog, it makes a lot of sense to make him like a werewolf or a wolf hybrid or whatever. My brother calls it demi-wolf. That kind of thing, right? It makes sense. But like, there's this trend going on, just trying to make the hermits any kind of hybrid that they possibly can. And I just sometimes think, you know, humans are allowed. Totally just have some bog standard boring humans. Everyone's entitled to their own headcanons. I will not diss on anybody's headcanon. Just acting like a puppy. It's always cute when you do have like hybrids of them just like acting on instincts and doing weird stuff from there. Like there's so many people that have Green as a bird hybrid for well-known reasons. Have we finished the playlist? I think we have. It's about time that we have. Let us. You know what? I could just repeat the playlist. Does that repeat the song? Repeats. Wait, what? Okay. I got it. It's good. We figure out music programs together here. Hey, can stress is human but has magic, for instance? Yeah. I think I like the ideas of stress being like fae. I do like that idea, like a little fairy. That is kind of cute. For me, okay, who is just incredibly human to me? In Impulse, for instance. For me, Impulse is very much human. A lot of people draw him as like a demon or imp, I guess, which makes sense. But there's like some really feeling like out of nowhere species that I've seen that they put Impulse as, and I'm like, nah, he's human. Well, on Hermitcraft he's a dwarf. Wells and False, yeah, they're like real powerful humans. For me, who else? Iskall is human, but he's got like cybernetic implants. I like the headcanon that Scar is Flux. Why did I say Flux? Scar is Vex. But I do personally draw him as human. Or I guess maybe he just doesn't show his Vex, so he hides it with Vex magic. Yeah. So I do like the idea of Scar and Cub having Vex magic. I like that. What other ones we got? Mumbo's a weird one. Mumbo for me used to be very much human, but then he turned himself into a potato and then he stole Green's soul for like... So it's like, wait. And I still think he has Green's soul because he still has the waffle, so he definitely still is part burb. Human with magic, yeah. With all the different like outfits he has. In the fic that I'm writing, that like the one where characters like swap species, I've taken a bit of break from that so that I can focus on the animatic, or like getting progress on the animatic. But on that, he is Vex for me just to add like some intrigue to his and Green's predicament. Green doesn't have a soul. For me, they're sharing a soul. I always love... There's some really cool ideas out there of the implications of Green and Scar having the soulmate bond, but Mumbo still having Green's soul, where Mumbo also experiences the awfulness of double life. There's been some really cool, like, one-shot stuff about that. Who else do we have? B-dubs, I've seen a lot of a glare hybrid, which I have no idea how that would work. I've seen some phantom hybrids, which I think is incredibly ironic and I love it. But for me, he's also quite human. Hello, wrong layer. There we go. Do I have I saved a one shot? One shot of what? Of Mumbo having Green having problems because he's still got a soul shed Green. There's a one that's currently continuous that I have bookmarked, where it's the Double Life bounds stay after they go back to Hermitcraft. Let's see. Oh, it's right here. It's called Solitude. I'll share that in the Discord as well. It's ongoing, but it's where Green, where everyone kind of gets back to Hermitcraft, and like the I think this is the one. Seven glitches go. They're still linked, and so are the other double lifers. Yeah, exactly. That's how it works. So Scar's still they're still linked to the links from Double Life, but also I think it moves on to the Double Life thing happening to other hermits as well, which I adore. Too proud to be scared of the dark. But like at the same time, he sleeps all the time, and with him being like I don't think you can do that. Sorry. I don't think I have like very small things out there. I don't usually save the one-shots unless they're amazing. Unless I have to read this later. Right, so I'm going to duplicate these. We'll have a bit of fiddling around with fire now. Problem is I now need to do the same thing on two things. So if we set that up to max, set that up to max. Yeah, we don't want that up at max. But what we can do, grab a bit of colour from here. Maybe shade a bit of stuff in the middle here, so that we get like more dynamics quicker. Maybe I should do this on a different layer and then erase it. Oh man, I've big stuff. But I like the idea of a phantom hybrid bleed ups in the case of like if he doesn't sleep for too long, he gets real like angry. And starts like working on his instincts more. But I feel like also like with the glare thing, I feel like the glare is just based off of B-dubs in general. I feel like the Minecraft developers were like, what if B-dubs was a mob? Hates the dark and grumbles at you whenever it's dark. I mean, Phantom B-dubs sounds good. I read an amazing fic where B-dubs where like there's some trouble with hybrids getting like kidnapped on public servers, and B-dubs thinks he's human, but he gets kidnapped, and he's got like some sort of latent hybrid genes in him. And so they bring these out, and then he suddenly wakes up and finds out he's a phantom hybrid, and then the other hermits obviously find him before something awful can happen to him. Poor B. Oh, it's honestly the description. Do I still have it? I don't know, but the description of him like being like having this experience in like the dark cells. Oh man, I felt that. I felt that real hard. I don't think I have it anymore. I can't remember what it's called. So what I'll do after this is I'll merge it with the bottom layer. Welcome to the panic room. Is that the one? If you have a link, share it in the Discord. Welcome to the panic room. Right. So much fireman. Fireman? Is that like some sort of superhero? Man, so much fire. So, this will become bright. Yeah, okay, so it'll become bright way too quickly. Let's undo that. I might just bloom this bottom one a bit. And then bloom this one a bit. Oh, not motion blur. Bloom. And we'll see how that looks. Because I kind of, I'm going to make it lighter in general. This isn't really working out. It's a good song. Fireman. I do need to make it glow afterwards. I need to make it brighter because it's a bit dark in my room at the moment, and I want to make the fire, make sure that the fire is quite bright. Or that I'm getting enough, an actual, like, proper representation on how this looks. I'm slightly infuriated. The glow isn't working to my favour. Because it's just, sorry, the bloom. Because it's just so big. Oh, wrong one. Wrong there. Because it's such a big, layer. I don't want that just to be the thing like it was down there. I want it to have more nuance. We'll keep it at that for now. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to alpha lock this. I'm going to add some shading, some darker parts to the fire. You put the series in the Discord. I kind of vaguely remember it being a series. So like the lower parts. I don't know what fire looks like. I'm right now. I don't know. Scared to look at the word count. It's probably like, if it's a series, it's probably like a bunch of one-shots that you can read separate from another. But I remember that B-Dub's chapter. It was quite a long chapter. I think that was like the 10,000 word one I was talking about. It was that one. I feel like this fire needs a bit of line art, don't you guys? Or is it just me? I should reference the other fire that I did. Give me a sec. I'm always scared that this will break, because it has done before. This will break the... Right, scroll through my pictures. Currently, a whole bunch of... pictures, a whole bunch of Minecraft skins. Right, there we go. There we go, we're good, we're good. So yeah, we've got reference image in the top there. So this is kind of like a much more saturated, hotter fire, which I kind of like. What if we... So we've got the dark bits now. What if we bloom it again? Still not too happy. What if we merge this down and bloom it? Yeah, no, we shouldn't have bloomed that one as much as we did. What do we do? What do we do? What I will do is add a bit of more definition to this one. Like these flames here in the foreground. Because why not? Oh, I should have alpha locked. Alpha lock. There we go. Oh wait, is that the wrong layer? Hello? Yeah, it's the right layer. Okay. I don't honestly know what is on this layer. Is it this? Oh, it's coming along here. Okay. No, I'll leave that. But these ones here at the front, they were bugging me. Okay, so what I am going to quickly do is just a bit of this action. It's a bad brush to do it with. It's a bad colour. That's also an awful colour. Goodness me, get something darker. B-R-B. Oh, I've knocked my finger anyway. Your arm hurts and you don't know why. Is it because of the cold? It'd be bad if it was. I'm just going to hop to the loo because you guys made me chug a whole bottle of water. Need the loo. I'm going to be right back. Behave while I am gone. See you in a bit. In bed. There we go. Race. You're first. I don't really rush too much, I'm gonna be honest. Okay. I'm back. Posted for Discord, awesome. So, is this too saturated in comparison to everything else? Is my thought now. So if we could lower the saturation. So only like to 45. And if we lowered the saturation of this one as well. Maybe like 45? 46. I do prefer that actually, yeah. No blanket for you? Oh dear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this. And we're going to Gaussian blur. Gaussian? Still don't know how to pronounce that. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Not too much of that. And we'll make this one glow as well. We'll first make it a bit darker. Just to give a bit of contrast. Still the same saturation. That's good. Oh no. And then we bloom. Or maybe we don't bloom. I'm pretty sure I bloomed for this one. We Gaussian blurred it, right? A little bit. I'll leave it. Gives it much more depth. Heat. Right. I'm thinking maybe we add a little bit more shading here manually instead of using the bloom. Just like very, very lightly. Add a bit of contrast and definition. And then I say we work on like particles and the glow it has on everything else. How does that sound? So the glow is probably quite important. We've got so many layers, man. Okay, I'm going to start merging layers. Because this is getting ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. Merge all these. Oh, do it. I shan't merge all of them. I shall merge these two, and I shall merge these two. Then we're fine. Right. Let's work with a bit of the atmosphere. And this is where it is really like the make or break of this kind of thing, because it currently looks like, yeah, it's kind of not really physically there. But the effect it has on the environment is incredibly important. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an overlay layer. Gosh, that's hard to say. And clipping mask it on everything that we have. And very lightly kind of dust some orange on it around where the flames are. Where the flames would affect it. Just keep going lighter. Although overlay doesn't really add like highlights. Might do an add layer as well. In fact, I probably should do an add layer. Clipping mask. We need much more saturated than that. Just give it like the highlights the edge. And I'll use a smaller brush for this. Hi, Beamy Sheep. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the chat. Happy doing alright. So we add like high... Is this even... No, this is not even add. Okay. Now it's add. Now it's glowing much more. Much better. We much prefer it like that. And we're kind of like... Oopsie, that's an eraser. Up the sides as well. There we go. We like glow. We do like glowing. Glowing's fun. What I'm also going to do is like on the edge of like these planks. Just kind of allude to the fact that these planks are a little more 3D. So like catches like the top of the planks kind of thing. Like that. Liver, thank you so much for following. So kind of you. Lovely to have you here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, hi. Thank you so much for pressing that little button. Always let me know if I mispronounce any names, because I'm quite well known for that. The only one who's worse pronouncing names than me is Ixumavoid. Apparently. Allegedly. We've had talks about this before. I do my best though, but feel free to correct me if I do anything wrong. Okay, so let's add a bit more of glow to all the rest of the parts, because that is, I'm getting like completely lost on this entire drawing, I'm going to be honest. Let's do the pillar next. Clipping mask, and we'll go overlay first. Ellie can confirm that, thanks. Welcome to you watch me on YouTube and really admire my art. Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you to say. You're going to be enjoying what's to come. Hello. Oh, I'm doing the pillar eye. Going to be enjoying what's to come because we're working on the animatic here. The next one is being worked on right now. This is one of the frames. The platform still looks stupidly weird. I'm going to be honest. I honestly don't think I'm going to be able to make the platform not look weird. Right, I'm going to get a really bright yellow here to give some highlights to the pillar. Yeah, just maybe not that heavy-handed. Let's get a different brush for this. Sort of like that, I guess, yeah. Maybe we'll add that colour highlight to just the top here as well. Just to really show the heat of the fire. Still looks like a mushroom pizza, not gonna lie, yeah. We'll maybe below it, like we'll have smoke coming up that hides a lot of it. How about that? We'll just kind of, guys, it's an ugly tower. I don't know how to make the ugly tower into an ugly Minecraft tower into a good artwork. I'm gonna be completely honest. It's a learning curve. It's a learning curve. But we'll just trust the process. It's gonna be fine. Not panicking, not at all. No panic here. Yeah. Where's the next one? Next one is, where's the spikes? I missed the spikes. I missed the spikes. Gotta do some spikes. Clipping mask. It's not me, it's the tower. Good to know. Blame the tower. Blame it on the tower. Don't blame it on me. Overlay. Let's start with an overlay. I'll do this brush. Now this like whole... Okay, well, no, we're doing the spikes, aren't we? Actually, I might go for this brush then, because it's quite a bit smaller. Just give them like a whole... Like an entire... All of them like a glow. Make them feel more... Ship burns, everything burns. Exactly. That's also going to be a frame. We're going to have a burning ship at some point, and I might draw that on stream as well. I was debating between that one and this one to draw on stream, but I don't actually have the line art of the ship yet, and I feel like the ship needs some line art. It needs a bit more structure than this building here, or the building of the ranch. And so, basically, yeah. Well, they didn't make it out of wood. If they didn't make it out of wood. Well, ships have to be out of wood. Ships have to be made out of wood so they float well. Apart from if you're doing like modern ships. And they don't necessarily have to be made out of wood. But the style that Joel was going for. That's old school wooden ship if you ask me. Right. We'll do an add layer on top of that. This is where it's going to be fun. Yeah, but the mushroom tower? What about the mushroom tower? Like, I would much prefer to draw the mushroom tower right now than try and figure out how I want to draw the ship, because I've just got like a really messy sketch. I'll tell you what, at the end of this stream we can have a look at that sketch of that of the ship. But I do need to still improve on that sketch, do a better job before I can hop into a stream and colour it, because otherwise the entire stream is just going to be trying to looking through reference pictures of ships and trying to figure out how to draw ship. I feel like that needs a bit more orange. Orange? Maybe on the overlay layer. Maybe go a bit more heavy-handed on the overlay layer. Love Green's reaction when he realizes his entire base is flammable. I loved Tango's question, like, let me ask a very important question. Did you make this out of wood? And it's just the silence that follows. There's been such cool animatics to that. I love them. It's very, very good. Yeah, and the silence. It was just perfect. Like perfectly informed question, perfect answer. Oh, I haven't even done the. Oh, I have overlay. I think I've overlaid. Gosh, I don't even know. Overlay some more. Why not? Now they look even more like they've got blood on them. It was Chef's Kiss peak comedy. Right, so we kind of go over the line art that we already did and just add incredibly strong highlights to these to make them look even more menacing than before. Who did I kill in this drawing? What do you mean who did I kill in this drawing? To have the I'll say the materials to complete the blood on the spikes? No one. No one was murdered. No one was murdered in the making of this animatic. Don't worry. And don't question where Crow is, because I can't tell you, I'm afraid. He's just gone. Just it's fine. No, don't worry about where. Good to know. You will never find the body. Oh no. Right. I feel like it'll look better once I've done the top, so before I continue shading the spikes, I'm just going to put them in the right context with this layer here. With this one receiving some glow treatment. I feel like we need more. Do we need more shading? I don't know. So much orange. All the orange. I feel like this needs to be darker, I'm gonna be honest. Why green? Why is it green if I make it darker? Goodness me. Yeah, I prefer that. That looks better. Looks more in thing. Do I think I'll do a frame of Scar's MLG water bucket? The entire animatic is already planned out and the liner is already drawn. And I'm afraid there wasn't space for the, like in the planning and everything, there wasn't space for Scar's MLG water bucket. Plus, we had to talk about this earlier. I really wouldn't know how to go about doing it, I'm going to be honest. I've seen a lot of different artists tackle it in different ways. But like, the physics of jumping from a high place into a water bucket is tricky to depict. Just wondering, that's fine. It was one of those where I pondered heavily, like, it's such an iconic moment. I feel like I want to add it. But, this scene here, it would have to come, like, after this scene, or around about this scene. And there's a much more poignant part, which for me was more important to tell, which is, Jimmy falling off of the tower to their red life death. Or to their death, going to red life. Which is the next frame following this one. And I really wanted to add that because, not just because I like drawing Jimmy falling off of stuff, because apparently I've done it for the 3rd time now, and if I had a nickel for every time I drew Jimmy falling off off things, it would be, I'd have 3 nickels. Because I've done it 3 times now. But I thought it would be a cool way to have that, and then have a flashback to how Jimmy died in Last Life. I thought that would be pretty cool. So that's why I thought that was more important to kind of show for me. In that sense, like in that moment. Because honestly, I'm just doing, with the Last Life animatics, I did 2 animatics for the entire series. Okay, it was a longer series, but I had much more time to tell certain storylines, even though that was also a bit rushed. like I had a lot more time. I've got a longer song for this one, and there's 90 frames in this animatic, which, like I mentioned earlier, is a bit scary for me because if I spend just 1 hour on each frame, which I haven't, I've already spent over an hour on each frame. I know that much. It would be 90 hours, and that's a lot of time already. So this is a big project. Big project. Every time I said this joke, I'd have 3 it's weird, it's happened thrice. Okay, I'm sorry. It's just not everyone heard it the first time, yeah? That's some serious dedication. Yep. I really love telling stories with animatics though. So I'm having a good time doing it, but I'm currently just... It's like my number one priority to get this finished. It still just looks like a mushroom. Ah, oh well. I've lost my train of thought. Where was I? I was doing the spikes. I wanted to continue with the spikes. Never be able to make an animatic with that many frames. You stack up frames very quickly. My thing is that I'm detailing them all. I'm detailing them all with incredible, like, with so much detail. I mean, I've worked on this one for 2 hours already. It's why do I color? Why do I color them? I could have just made this animatic like, I could have finished this animatic. Could we finish with this animatic now? If I were just doing the sketches. No, I must have color and I must have all the details because I love coloring and I love shading. This is my favorite part of the process, so yeah. It's the end of the world as we know it, the Hermitcraft one. I didn't do any shading there. And it really took away from the whole process for me because it is my favorite part of the process, and it's just like it felt a bit soulless to just do the sketches and the and the base coloring. I'm gonna start adding some clouds, some smoke now. I think I've gotten to the point where I'm ready to add some smoke. Question is where? Make it very grey and dark and dingy. And we used this brush, didn't we, last time? So this has to be, I want this to be behind the fire. No? There we go. No? Hello? Oh, because it's clipping masking, for goodness sake. Stop clipping masking. Right, so, and we'll go more towards the reddish area because I don't want the smoke to look kind of bluish. Yeah, we're kind of going to take away a lot of that detail now. Because we'll have, obviously with fire comes smoke. I might play around with the colours in a bit, but this is just to get the shapes down. We kind of have it coming this way, right? So we'll have smoke blowing off into this direction. Like with the wind. In fact, I might just get rid of this here. The lineup looks really bad compared to the sketches. It's going to discourage me from colouring anything. So what I do is I have that as well, but in that sense I make my sketch my line art. Does that make sense? Where do I have an example of this? Can I see if I can find an example of this? I might just show a frame of the animatic here. What frame have I shown already? What frame would be not too bad to show? I know I've shown a couple of these frames before. I can't remember which one though. I don't know. Because my line art isn't very precise, right? I've shown this frame before. I can do this one. So like my line art isn't very precise at all. This, you could almost see this as like sketchy, right? And the way I we'll have a look at the time-lapse replay. The way I kind of like do my sketch, so to say, like this is my sketch. It's incredibly messy. And then what's on top of it is maybe like a, yeah, it's the creepy one, definitely. What on top of it is more of a what to me would be a bit of a sketch, a bit of a cleaner sketch. But at the same time, I see the previous phase is the building phase. So like this phase here is the building phase, and then this is the sketch phase. And I don't even do a line art phase. This is my line art. And the more you do it like that, because I did that in the Who Are You Really animatic, and I've just done it like that from then on out, you kind of get better at doing fairly fluid lines in just a sketch. So yeah, that's what I do. And I recommend, if people have like trouble getting fluid line art, just don't try and get fluid line art, just make it a bit messy. That's totally valid. Totally valid. That's my advice. Oh, hello. Right, let's do some more. So after I've done this... Exactly, drawing should be fun. If you don't like the line art, just don't do the line art. Exactly. Precisely. The problem is, try that sometime, yeah. You're obviously free to take the advice as however you want kind of thing. I'm not forcing my advice on anyone. But, yeah. Just whatever floats your boat, I guess. It certainly helped for me because I've done a couple animatics, and like with one of them I did incredible. I've tried different styles on animatics, right? You know what? This is a tangent now. I'm gonna completely follow this tangent. Tulip Princess is following. Thank you so much for following. Hi, welcome. Really nice of you to press that button. Welcome, welcome. Lovely to have you here. We're currently just on a bit of a tangent. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about the the darkness. So we're here on the Everin YouTube channel. I've got like different animatics, like the Little Lion Man one. I wonder, yeah, I'll click on it, but I'll just like turn off the sound. Oh, yo, this is not gonna work. Something went wrong. Something went wrong, apparently. I don't want any sound. Can we have no sound, please? Well, this isn't working out. If you're interested to see the actual picture of the animatic, feel free to hop on the YouTube channel. But basically with the Little Lion Man animatic, there was some very precise line art, and they're just very few frames, but I didn't really enjoy doing the line art there. So then I tried lineless, which, oh my gosh, I'm never going to do again. It was the worst thing in the world. Never going to do lineless again with the Brave as a Nan animatic here. Actually, this animatic here, Goodbye, was the first one where I kind of tried incredibly loosely, not doing a line art layer, just a sketch. And I didn't like how it turned out, but there was one frame that I liked how it turned out, and that one was the basis, I based my process on that one frame, which is also the frame of the thumbnail, coincidentally. I based that, how I did that thumbnail on all future drawings for Who Are You Really and Everybody Wants to Rule the World. And I guess it's the end of the world. Oh, anything since then, I guess. And then They Were Nothing poem is just completely a different style anyway. Where actually that had a lot of line art in it as well, and I didn't enjoy it as much as I just do enjoying like this kind of art. A lot more free, a lot looser. Anyway, I was doing smoke. And I'm doing on that layer, yeah, okay. Just make it a bit dingy and bad. Let's see. We need to add some particles, so I will add some particles right at the top. Grab the most orange that I can find. And it's just burning embers. Chuck some of those down there. Particle brushes are always too small for my liking. I always need them to be a bit bigger. But actually this is a good size right now. And we will also do, I promised to do this earlier, is do a bit of liquefying. So that we get more of a flowy flame. But we'll get some other, we've got some new brushes now. Is it this one? Fire particles, exactly. So we'll grab some of those in there. That's probably too big actually, hold on, how big? Yeah, that's a slightly bigger particle, that's good. And then we duplicate the layer. This is how to fire. Duplicate. Mushroom on cake on fire, yes. Precisely. Bloom. And we bloom again until we can't bloom it no more. Hello? apply. Is that too much bloom? I think we're okay. We've got all the effects. All of them. We gotta stretch. I will stretch. I will put down my pen for the stretch because I'm known to slap myself on the face with my pen or anything that I'm holding if I'm stretching. Thank you so much. Oh. Stretch is if anyone who redeems stretch kind of gives me a free posture check as well, because then through the movement I improve my posture tenfold. Cool. Is this still important question? Is this still recognizable for what it is? I will draw 4 characters on top, like 4 silhouettes and arrows flying towards it. And with the frame beforehand, I guess it does set it in context a bit, because the frame before is the 4 guys enchanting on top of that tower. So it just kind of set it in context a bit, but it's still recognizable? Okay, cool. I'm just going to go switch on my light because it's getting dark in here. There we go. Right. Now we move on, and you guys, if you guys have seen the Everybody Wants to Rule the World animatic, you might recognize this. I'm moving on to doing something. No, why have I done that? Why have I done that? There we go. The mangrove wood. Cool, the mangrove wood helps. Good to know. Put that below there. Because this one will have... We're going to reactivate the sketch for this. We have so many... I'm usually not this unorganized when it comes to layers, I promise, I promise. Mumbo pose? No, not the mumbo pose. It's a bit distanced to make the mumbo pose. Do I go and get the color just to make the color the same? I think I do. I think I do. Give me a second. As soon as I add this reference, you guys will know exactly what I'm talking about. What do you mean? Oh no, I've got a problem. Hold on. I've got a problem of maximum layers. I've got all the layers that I could possibly have. Right, so we'll put all these together to one layer. Has that changed anything? Yeah, no, it hasn't. Okay, we need to merge some layers. This is bad. Merge those layers. Merge those layers. What's this? That's smoke. Merge all these layers. Merge all these layers. Did that work? Was that? Ooh. Something happened when the merging occurred. We got rid of... For some reason we don't have that. No, we still have the ad. Okay. So it sometimes goes a bit freaky when it merges with layers. Right, there we go. Let's try that again. Apparently the reference layer counts as a layer. So, import. My iPad's a bit overwhelmed at the moment. This is a little more detailed than it was in the previous drawing. Oh, I've gone too far. I've gone too far. Where is it? Scroll through my entire iPad's history to find... There it is. We're referencing this picture. We're going to have some silhouettes on top. Some glowy silhouettes. They might not look as glowy, but we are colour picking. What will they look like? That is a real bad brush to use for this. We'll use a chalk brush, sure. How's that? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's also kind of iconic, eh? Also a bit of an iconic pose, I think. At least I think so, in my eyes. So we'll have Tango and Jimmy here. Kind of like that. Thank you so much, Weaselby. Very kind of you to say. The glowing is kind of iconic. And we'll use the red, because we're going to have red arrows flying up as well, of all the red names. I'm just going to imagine that they've got... just... Okay, I'm trying my best here. I promise I can draw. I promise I can draw characters. This is why I never do posing on stream. I actually hire someone to do the posing for me because I can't do it myself. Scandal! No, that's not true. Not true. So this head is way too big. Let's just Knock that down. And kind of make it more, well, less stickman figure-like. Kind of improve that part of it. Because they're still going to be just basically stick figures. But kind of make them look like the silhouettes of the characters. Which one's Jimmy? Which one of these two is Jimmy? Big head make him smart? That's not actually what a big head does. A bigger brain does not necessarily mean that you're smarter. In fact, this might I'm just going to make this Tango. So this is like hair on fire. A bit, right? Is this how it works? Because this one's leaning slightly more over the edge, so this is obviously Jimmy. I don't know how to make Jimmy's silhouette recognizable, I'm going to be honest. Right, he's got Lego Man hair now. Yeah, the left is Jimmy. The pose kind of screams Jimmy, doesn't it? This head is still too big, even for Tango. I don't know why I said even for Tango. I'm not saying Tango's got a big head. Left because he's leaning over? Yeah. Alright, let's get rid of the sketch layer, because this is throwing me off a little bit. And this one particle in front of Jimmy's face is also throwing me off. Hold on. Hold on. We need to... Yes, those are the particles. Let's just, hello? Move that out of the way. There we go. He's a Lego figure and a toy. Aren't Lego figures toys? Just knocked the microphone again. Well done. It's like the worst position. Because my microphone is attached to like the right of my screen, I guess. And I'm right-handed. This is just like an awful setup really to be drawing and streaming. I should have it on my left side where my hand isn't going to be continuously knocking into it. But I didn't think about that when I set up the boom arm, I'm going to be honest. And now I've got a big cupboard in the way anyway, so it's not going to work out. Right. Now they look tiny. I'm going to make them bigger. That's better. Gideon will have a new song out in 30 minutes. Ooh. Is that the guy that did the... Oh, what was it? The really cool Double Life... Well, Sewer Cats firstly, but also more recently the really cool Green and Scar Double Life thing, right? Is that person? And then we'll have... Oh, you know what? I don't have a reference colour for this, but we'll just kind of like go this way. And make it not too... Hello? Why? Ooh. Is that the smoke cloud? No, that's the background, isn't it? Oh, what is that layer? Oh, it's that layer, okay. Well, we'll go back. Then we'll also have Scar and Green. That is a way too bright green for my eyes. And the whole idea with this is that Scar and Green aren't as close to each other as Tango and Jimmy. Because in general, they aren't as close. Like, soulmate-wise. Oh, you know what? I just had a thought. Do we have this? If this was Scar here, do we have him like leaning over the thing with a bucket of water in hand? Or is that gonna not fit the style of just one colour for the characters? I mean, in this one, Martin's got a sword and everything, and it's the same colour as him. Can we maybe figure out a bucket? Yeah. Or we could have him, like, flying down. Hello? What layer are we on? Probably should lean over, looking at the pandas. If we were to, like, draw him jumping down. Or is that too much in this one drawing? I feel like it's too much in this one drawing. We'll go back. He can totally be leaning over and reaching out. I need to figure out in the scale of the other two that I've done now. Pandas. Sort of like that. Honestly, no idea how to make Scar look different. I don't draw green with his wings in the Life series. I did for a Third Life fan art series. I did, but it's just like the logistics of him having wings in the Life series just doesn't make sense to me. I will do a tiny bit of shading just to make it easier to understand where his arm is. Kind of like that. It looks like he's throwing something off. Maybe he shouldn't be pointing in the direction. It's one thick arm, hold on. So that's Scar. And then we could have kind of green more over here, as in like he's closer to time. Originally I had him like over here, but the flames are there. I guess. His wings were deleted when the series started. I've seen a lot of where his wings are clipped, or he hides them with magic, or something. I think the thing that makes the most sense is his wings are if he has wings and then they're clipped for the series, and then they kind of grow back for Hermitcraft. Right, so I do want to make it very clear that Scar and Green are further away from each other here. Might move Green a little bit further over so that he's not behind the flames. Or just move Tango and Jimmy closer together. That'll probably be easier. So, you know, these two are definitely together, soulmates and all that. But, I love how I made Green's silhouette. That was completely subconscious, by the way. I was like, oh, it's Green, you know, messy hair, waffle hair. And that little thing that I always do for him. Okay, I'm going to do that. Duplicate. And we shall add a bloom. Now, these guys bloomed before them, so we shall select them and bloom them separately, so they kind of look just about as glowy as each other. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to go to the smoke layer. Good position for Scott? Okay. Is I'm going to, on the smoke layer, erase all the... Actually, make it easy for myself. Come on. If I select the area where you've just got that layer, and then I clear the contents of that layer on every other layer. How about that? I'm going to do the same for the particles, because I don't really want any particles in front of them. So they're glowy. They're glowing. They be glowing. Maybe they're a bit too glowy now at the moment, actually. Make them a bit darker. That's the wrong layer. Actually, no, we can delete and try that again. I think the others weren't glowing as much. No, they still glow more. I'll keep Jimmy and Tango at that glowing, but Green and Scott, maybe because they are a darker colour. Blue. There we go. The greens glow. They were green lives back then, right? Yeah. Gosh, they are a bit of a beacon up there, aren't they? Green and Scar still look a bit small compared to the other two. It's just... too big. Also, it's going to be tricky. We're going to have to kind of move them back into the spot where they were. Because we now have green and Scar-shaped holes. Right, we'll do just a lot of undoing, I think. We'll just try this again. There we go. We shall unselect, grab these dudes, delete that layer, grab these dudes, make green and Scar a bit bigger, I'll get there someday, guys, I promise. So, yeah, that's, I think, big enough for what they gotta be. And then we select this layer. Go to other layers and start clearing. Clear. And we clear the particle layer. Yeah, there we go. And then we glow. Then the boys glow. Bloom. And select these guys, and they bloom. There we go. Okay. How do we feel about that? I think green and scarlet bloom a bit too much. I need to keep referencing... Actually, they barely bloom on my side. On my iPad, but they bloom quite... They're quite glowy on... Huh. Quite glowy on the computer, if I look up. That's a bit of a dilemma. That's weird. I'm going to make them darker and then I'm going to bloom them a bit more. Maybe that'll help. Because I want them to look like they glow and less like they are just already that colour. So neon-y. Well, since they glow that much on my computer screen, I guess that's a more accurate representation because most people are going to be watching it on there. So I'm going to keep them like that. Right, next is doing some red arrows. Question is, I probably should not just work with this colour. I should work with a darker colour because that is already a bloomed colour. So we shall open up the sketch just to get a bit of a feel for where the arrows are flying from in my sketch. And just completely on the toppy of top, tippity top, top. Just draw a couple arrows. Flinging. I'm just going to do, I know some crossbow bolts flung up there, but for me they're just also going to be arrows. Kind of like that. Just very, very similar to how we had it on Martin's final stand on Last Life. Maybe I shouldn't be that heavy-handed with them. It can totally look like a bit cartoony. At the same time. Beamy Sheep, thank you so much for following. Very kind of you. Very, very sweet. Lovely to have you with us in the community. Very kind of you to press that little button. Sort of like that. How many arrows do we want to go for? I'm not going to look up at the video and count how many arrows were shot. That's a bit too much, too dedicated. Don't know what went wrong. Big eyes. Although B-dubs is a living example of stuff with big eyes doesn't always look cute. Maybe the position of the pupil is often a case as well. The position of the pupils, if they look like they're cross-eyed, that can make stuff look creepy as well. This one is pretty much the same size as the other one, so I'm going to make this one smaller. Make this one smaller. Doop, doop, doop. Big eyes and are creepy. Maybe you've got the rare B-dubs effect then. I'll tell you what, guys, drawing B-dubs in this animatic with his creepy skin is just honestly not a pleasant experience. Nah. Just trying to figure out, okay, how ugly are we going to make him? Or how can we kind of give him, valid facial expressions without him looking deranged every time? That's 4. I said we go for 5. And because there's a massive arrow on this side, I'll go, oh, gotta hydrate. Welcome back, Hawkwing. Thank you for hydrating. I have once again got a full bottle. I wonder how my bottle got emptied. Oh, we could actually just do an arrow right at the front here. Might get lost in the fire, but that's fine. want to kind of make it curved. Sort of like that. There we go. How do we think about that? Do we think that's enough? I'm going to duplicate them and bloom them. I might give them like a really dark... I should water in your general direction. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm going to make them glow quite a bit, but I think I'll give them an outline, like a dark outline, so they don't get lost in the fire. So like that colour. Let's just alpha lock these. And we'll see what this looks like if I give them like a really dark outline. Of course, because they're blooming. What if I... No, not copy. Select this layer. Go from there. How does that work? Like that? Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. I might just get rid of this. Oh, hello? Oh, because it's on the layer. I didn't do a new layer. That's not a good idea. That's a real bad idea. You can always merge it later, but you know. Music gives royal vibes? I know, right? Fantasy music, we love fantasy music. It is actually the hype intro, the same song that I use for hype intro music. So when we're like doing some sort of big adventurous thing on the Pearl SMP, for instance, I'd use this music as the stream intro music. Select. We did it. I discovered it for the dragon fight, and that's when I used it the first time. So I love it. Or was it like the introduction of the Pearl SMP itself? I think that's actually how. That's the first time I used it. Really epic. Epic music. For chill drawing, but at the same time, epic drawing, eh? Chill drawing time, but cool drawing itself. Can we agree? Sharpening up my own art, it's fine. Right, we have 5 that we need to be careful of. Need to line art. There we go. I'm doing it very loosely. Epic chill drawing. Exactly. Trailer voice. You leave for now. I feel like my progress is slow though at the same time. But thank you very much. Thanks a lot, my dude. Actually, I think we are getting towards finishing this, which is quite good compared, so it's like only what? Okay, 2.5 hours compared to the 4 that we had for the ranch. So I'm already, like, if that's one drawing to another, if my efficiency improves that much from one drawing to another, I might actually be quite efficient in drawing. The rest of the animatic, who knows? I don't know. But yeah, I got to start some colouring. Actually, I've got to draw some mobs, but I might take a break from line arting just to do a bit of brainless colouring. just so I can psych myself up for doing that. Right. What do we feel like? What do we think? What I am going to do, I think, is I'm going to use this layer and blur it a bit. Just to give the arrows a bit more kind of danger to them. And maybe bloom the blur layer. I don't know. Yeah. Give them a bit more glow. Give them a bit more glow. Maybe this one a bit more glow. We like glow. Is that too much glow? It does. That's too much glow. Even that's too much glow. Wait a minute. I've confused myself with the glow. Okay, no, we're good. We're good. Yay. I feel like, just to contrast the guys in the background, we need smoke billowing up from behind them as well. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to select, because they are in front of them, select this, invert the layer so that I don't draw over where they are. Where's the smoke? There's some of the smoke. There's more of the smoke. There we go. Ah, you know what? Oh no, I'm going to make an entirely new layer. Why not? So we'll have a bit of like dark smoke behind them just to highlight them and make them stand out more. Because this layer is behind them, I'm just going to get rid of it. Let's just make it a little bit darker generally everywhere. Is it worth trying to make it darker around where the arrows are, just to highlight them a bit more? I don't know. Tell you what, I'm going to go back to this layer. The very first layer that we used. And, hello, that's an eraser. Kind of make the top of the picture darker than the bottom. Just mix it a bit. It's a little, actually, I'm going to Gaussian blur it a bit. Mix it all a bit. And then we'll add a bit more, hello. Add a bit more texture with more, looks like, kind of like almost a cool camera angle where the background is kind of blurred out. I will add a bit more texture to it. And then we go lighter the further down we go. Maybe? I'm not feeling it, I don't know, am I feeling it? Like I said, this weird background has got some weird stuff going on with it. Some weird like mixing of the brush that I didn't do before. So I don't know. Bit too much higgledy-piggledy texture if you ask me. It's alright, that's gone generally a bit brighter. So what I'm going to do now, go over it again. It's a bit too brown for me. Try the blue of the smoke here. Yeah, I honestly haven't really decided where I want the light to be. It's a bit messy right now. I'm gonna revert to back to where it was before. Don't know what state it was in before, but okay, it was a lot lighter before. I do want to keep, hello? I do want to keep this layer down here dark for these characters. So I'll make the center a bit darker. Which is totally fair, there's smoke and everything. Sort of like that. What do I think of that? Yeah, it adds more dynamics, I guess. And it highlights the dudes on top of the tower. So, I think, you know what, let's do a bit of time-lapse replaying, hey? See where we started and where we are now. So yeah, the sketch did not take long at all. Phone go burr. Phone don't go burr now. Ali Biorix. Let me know if I mispronounced that. Thank you so much for following. Lovely to have you here. Welcome, welcome. Very kind of you to press that little button. But yeah, we finished this drawing. It's the second drawing that we did on stream for this Double Life Animatic. I don't know if I've announced this to everyone, but the animatic is to the song I was gonna say Everybody Wants to Rule the World. That's a different animatic. That's already on the Everyone YouTube channel if you want to check it out. No, the song that we're doing it to is Running Up That Hill by Kate Bush, but it's a cover by Cammy Cat, so that's the song that we're doing it to. And yeah, this is the final, not the final piece, but this is the finished piece of one of the frames. There's 90 frames. We did have a lot of followers and streams. So lovely to have people hopping in. Really cool of you guys. You guys are awesome. I really very much appreciate it. We're a nice little community here, and there'll be definitely some more animatic drawing streams for this project, because this project is huge. Like I said, 90 flipping frames. What have I done to myself? Just as a reference, the previous two, like the last Life animatics, they each had 58 frames. So with this one animatic, I've almost doubled the amount of frames that that I have, which I feel very silly because I did those two animatics. I worked on them non-stop for 2 months. I'm feeling the pressure of getting this done. But I'm really enjoying the process. I'm really enjoying working on it at the moment. It's a good time. I finally finished the line art of most of it. I still need to draw some monsters, some mobs and some animals, which... And I do need to still do 7 interlude frames, and I haven't quite decided on whether I want to do those in the silhouette style that I do in other animatics, or whether I want to... Well, thank you very much, Albiorix. Albiorix? Albiorix? I don't know. Thank you very much. So kind of you to say. Yeah, I need to kind of get the motivation to draw those animals. And also with the interlude frames, there's like a really long interlude, and we planned this out on a previous stream. I don't know whether I do those in like the normal style for this animatic, because where everything else is, or whether I do like the silhouette style that I've done in other animatics, or whether that'll just kind of annoy, you know, kind of have a bit of a jarring stop in the flow of the animatic. I'll have to figure that out. But yeah, that's the done illustration, done and dusted. Another one to tick off the list. I've now finished 4 out of 90 drawings. Slow progress, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Well, let me just see if there's anyone who is also currently streaming who is a good friend of mine. Let's see. How is there any of my mates? Let's see. Go on live. Oh no, switch off. Nope. We got on a tango tick, but no, I shall not raid anyone in that case, and in that case we shall... This is a very normal thing for this stream, so if you're here and you're new, listen tight, because this is what we always do at the end of a stream. I thank you so much for spending time in this little corner of the internet. We always have a good time here. I'm going to be doing more... exactly, Ellie knows exactly what's going on. I'm going to be doing more animatic streaming stuff, so make sure you have notifications on. Going to be happening in the next few days to a couple of weeks until I get this animatic done. We have a burning ship to draw and other burning stuff. I don't know how many other burning things are in this animatic, to be honest. We've done 2 so far. But yes, thank you so much for hanging out. I had a good time. Hopefully you did too. See you in the next stream. But now there's nothing else for me to do but to send you off into the void that is the internet. Thank you so much for watching.